Alright, well, as usual, I didn't start filming until after I started taking everything apart, but I think I figured out a way to take this old axle and the pinion gear and turn it into something that might, with the axles, that might be a good pivot for the dump. So, that's what I'd be working on. Alright, Otis. Well, I cut one of the sides off the axle. There it is right over there, right by Tula. And I'm about to cut the other one. And I'll bring you back when I'm weld them all together and make one big axle out of it. Alright, see you soon. Alright, well, finally got the old axle all ready to paint. It's all welded back together. Ground down. Got a drain hole here for the differential fluid going in. That's how she's looking. Well, that's the mechanism. What I'm doing right now is taking a piece of this, which is brass rod, solid brass rod, cutting a piece of this, which is steel tubing, and I'm pounding the brass rod into the steel tubing, cutting it first down the brass rod to fit right inside, just directly inside the steel tubing, and pounding it in. The brass tube's a tiny bit bigger, so I pound it in, and then I put it on my machine, the lathe, and I cut out the middle. So it makes a nice little brass bushing there to go on the shaft. It'll go on just like that, right there, and it'll hold those two arms to be welded on, and they'll all be welded together. I'll show you when I do it. I'll show you how I'm doing it. Alright, we'll bring you back in a second. Alright, well, you can see I got some hubcaps, some used tires, and the trailer axle is looking good. Also got the tail lights and the hitch mount, and have all the pieces made for the lift, the scissor lift. See my little brass inserts in there that I was showing you earlier? See? And these things go onto here. And go. Once they pass it by just a little bit, take these little clips, put it right in there, and pull this back. And it stays. And that's on there. These little teeth lock it in. And that's how that works. Still gotta make some little, drill some and thread, tap some little grease certs so I can stick some grease in there later. Every once in a while. This end has the hinge pins all made and welded in. And that's how she's looking. I'll bring you back when I got this stuff put together. And we'll start building the frame after that. Alright? Alright. Alright, Otis, well, back on the job. Now, we've got, let's see, get this thing all the way worked out. New seals right in there. Got new seals right in there. So this thing's all full of oil in the middle, and it's all welded together, so this will be the hinge that the truck dumps on. Hinge, or the scissor lift completed. So there it is. That's looking pretty good. And the way it'll work is there'll be a cable going under here all the way over this little wheel which spins around, and then down to a hook on the bottom. So when the cable pulls, the cable will pull on that part and lift this up like that. And lift it up like that. And it'll lift the whole trailer up. whole back of the trailer, so it'll dump whatever's in there out of there. And that's what we're hoping to make, is a dump bed. So now we've got the hinge for the dump bed, we've got the scissor lift for the dump bed, and the next video I will start making the bed. See, I've got the seal laid out for it a little bit, and that'll be a whole nother project. But now we've got all the components except the frame made and the bed. And I've also got the steel for the bed right there. That's 2 sheets of steel, which I'll be using to make the bed. So that's it for now. I'm signing off, and we'll have new videos very soon of the frame and the bed being built, and hopefully it'll all work, because I've never made a trailer before, as I keep saying. But I think I got a good idea of how to do it, but you know, it might just fail. So we might have to, this might just be take number 1, we might have to go with take number 2. But we'll see. Coming up shortly. Alright then, bye-bye now.